Hello everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. In this video, we are going to create a simple bottom navigation and we will also see how we can add animations while changing the pages using this bottom navigation. So first of all, I'll clear everything in my main.dart and we will build everything from the scratch. So I'm going to first of all import material.dart. After importing material.dart, I'm going to create my main function. So void main, and in this void main function, I'm going to write run app, and I will create my app. Now I have to create a stateless widget which will export a, or we can say that which will return a material app. So I'll create a stateless widget and I'll call it as my app, and it is going to return me a material app. So I'll write material app. Now in this material app, you can hit control plus space and you can see what are the parameters that you can provide. So we can just write a theme and we will write our theme data as dark. So let's use dark theme in this app. And then we have to provide a compulsory parameter that is called home. And in this home, I'm going to provide a parameter called home screen. Home screen. Now we have not created home screen. So over here, I will go to my home and I'll clear everything so that we can create everything from the scratch. But you can just right click on the lib and you can write new file and you can create home.dart. So in this home.dart, I'm going to write import material.dart and I'm going to create a stateful widget in which I'm going to write home screen. Now we have created a simple stateful widget called home screen. Now we can import this home screen in our main.dart. Perfect. Now let's go to home.dart and in this I'm going to return a simple scaffold. Scaffold is nothing but it's like a roof for our app. So as you know that without a roof, a home is not complete. In the same way, without a scaffold, your app screen will not be complete. So in this scaffold, I'm going to return an app bar, so which is a parameter only. So in this app bar, you can return a simple title, provide a text to this title, and let's call it GFG, that is Geeks for Geeks. Then after the app bar, let's return a body. And in this body, you can return anything, but we have to return a page view because we want certain pages so that we can navigate to different pages using our bottom navigation. So I'm going to write page view. And in this page view, we have to define a controller. So for this, we have to define a controller and one more parameter over here. So I'm going to write int selected index. So this int variable is going to hold the selected index, or we can say selected page it is going to store. So for now it will be initially 0 because I want to start from 0 index, and we have a page controller. So write page controller is equal to page controller. Perfect. Put a semicolon. Now you can provide controller to this page view and write page controller, which we have initialized above. So now we have initialized the page controller also. So this page controller only is going to maintain my pages. Now you have to return children. But before returning to children, let's create our bottom navigation. So after the app bar, after the body, come out of this body and write bottom navigation bar, which is again a parameter in my scaffold. So in this return a bottom navigation bar, and in this we have items. So in this items we have to create bottom navigation bar items. So I'll write in this items, I will write constant, then put the triangular brackets and write bottom navigation bar item. Perfect. And you have to return a list. So in this list we will return our first item as bottom navigation bar item. So write bottom navigation bar item. And in this it takes two important parameters, that is title and that is icon and a label. So in the icon we have to return an icon, and let's return icons dot home, and then we have to return a label. So let's return a label which takes a simple string. So let's write home. So if I just save it, so by writing this code we have created our first bottom navigation bar item. So I'll just copy this, I'll put a comma, and I'll just paste it 5 times because I want to create 5 bottom navigation bar items. and don't forget to put comma after every item. Perfect. Let's save it. So now we have created our items. Now we want to put some more parameters in this bottom navigation bar. So after this, I'll put current index. So as you know that current index is going to get stored by the selected index. So I'll give it the value of selected index. Selected index. Perfect. Then we will give selected item color. So whichever item is selected among these bottom navigation bar items, what color I want to give it. So first of all, I think we should run the app and then we will focus on these parameters so that you should see what is happening, right? So we will also change these labels and we will also change these icons. So let me just go to this splash and let me just delete this file and I'll go to main.dart and we will run the app. So here you can see that the selected item color and unselected item color, there is no difference. So I'll go to home.dart and first of all, I'll change these icons. So first one, I want to keep it home only. Second one, I'll keep it search icon. Third one, I'll keep it add icon. Fourth one, I'll keep it, let's say notifications icon. And the last one, I'll keep it person. And the labels, second one will be search. Third one will be add. Fourth one will be notifs. And the fifth one will be profile. And now if I just save it, you can see that the icons are changed, but still selected item color we want to give and unselected item color we want to give. So selected item color I'll give as colors dot white and unselected item color I'll give colors dot gray. And now if I just save it, you can see them clearly that the item which is selected, it is of white color, item which is not selected, it is of gray color. But still we are not able to change these icons because we have not defined any page view, we have not defined any animation, we have not defined the on tap function, right? So over here we have a function, we have a parameter called on tap. So for that we have to create an on tapped function. So we will do it first of all. So over here in this class only, after defining the parameters, define a void function called onTap and which takes an index. So this index is nothing but the index of the selected item from the bottom navigation. And in this you have to define the set state. Now it is going to change the state of the selected index because now if I'm clicking on any other item, my selected index should change. So I'll write selected index. Yes, selected index is equal to index. So whatever parameter this onTap function is getting, I'm assigning that index to my selected index. Now we want to change the page also. So I'll define page controller dot jump to page that index. Perfect. Now let's work with the page views. We have not worked it. So in this page views, we need to define the children. So let's define children. And in this children's, let's define simple containers. So in this pages, you can define your own widgets, but for now, let's define container. You can create your own or you can create your own widgets for each and every item, right? So you can create your own screens to be more precise. So in this container, let's define color as colors dot red, and let me just copy this container 5 times, and let's just change the colors of these screens or these containers. And let's just save it. Perfect. So now we have to define last parameter. Here it is on tap and write the name of that function which we created on tap. Perfect. And save it. So now if I just go on search, color is changed. You can also slide like this and you can also click on any icon and you can change the screen or you can just slide it. But now you can see that the whenever I change the page, there is no animation. There is simple simple way of navigating. So for now, so for that thing, you have to define, instead of defining jump to page, we have to write animate to page. So let's do it. Page controller dot animate to page. You have to define the page. So instead of page, write the index only. Duration, you can define duration, and in this you can define milliseconds. Right, let's write 1000. And in the curves, you have a lot of curves, right? Curves dot, and you will get these many curves. So let's try 2 3. Let's try bouncing, and if I just save it, now if I just change the screen, you can see a simple animation is there, right? Let's change the, you can change the milliseconds, you can change the curve, it's totally up to you. So like this you can animate your navigations also using this animate to page. So we have some other uh, animations. Let's write ease in, and if I just save it, now if I just change the page like this, perfect. So I hope you like this video, and if you want to give us any suggestions or feedback, you can do that in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video.